For many, it's a summer of celibacy. Headlines everywhere with one of the hottest conversations this season. Sexless by choice. Celebrities like Tiffany Haddish.
I'm learning and activating and actually using boundaries. Yes, boundaries.
Julia Fox.
2.5 years and no action.
And Lenny Kravitz are sharing their decisions to forego that level of physical intimacy.
I want to talk about my experience going celibate.
And social media is, of course, right on trend. One by one, women sharing their choice to decenter potential partners and instead focus on themselves.
My name is Donna. I'm 28 and I've been celibate for 3.5 years. After my last relationship ended, I kind of realized that I had a lot of work to do on myself. I'm not gonna lie, the first year was probably the hardest. The number one thing that I did was remove people from my life that I thought weren't serving me. And then the next thing that I did was I truly just dove into self-help books, podcasts to kind of help motivate me. People always ask me, do you miss the physical aspect of any relationship? And the truth is, yes. I think that as humans, we crave intimacy, but I needed it, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made for myself, because during these 3.5 years, I have not only built my business from the ground up, but I've also kind of built a healthier relationship with myself and truly understanding that you need to set healthier boundaries if you want to be in a healthy relationship.
I'm Loren. I've been celibate for a couple months, but I plan on doing it for 1 year minimum. This is not about hating men. This is just about loving yourself and taking care of yourself. It's even more important as a single mom especially to show my kids a healthy mother and healthy relationships. I'm at a place where I'm just kind of quitting a lot of things that aren't serving me. I'm taking a break from alcohol, taking a break from sex. I'm very excited about the future because I think pulling away from things that currently aren't serving me are just gonna open me up for a lot of opportunities and room for friendships and other healthy things that I need right now.
Hi, my name is Ella Freeman. I'm 24 years old and I was celibate for 3 years. I definitely wanted to have more control in my relationships. I didn't really specify a time frame. It just happened to be 3 years. Throughout those 3 years, yes, I've dated, but at the same time respecting my boundaries and respecting the rules that I set for myself. So after those 3 years, I found myself very secure and very confident in my behavior overall. I see celibacy as a vehicle to find yourself, to figure out the things that you like. At the end, you have gained self-respect and control. So I think it's a beautiful journey that everyone at least should do it once in their lifetime. I recommend 100% to everyone.
And Donna Zargami, Loren Charles, and Ella Freeman are here. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you? Okay, while you were watching yourselves talk about something so intimate and personal, are you like, I can't believe I'm doing this on TV?
Honestly, I talk about this on TikTok all the time, but I never thought in a million years that I would be on national television talking about celibacy.
No, honestly.
I know, and I think it's great because you're contributing to making something sort of acceptable in society. And it does not need to be acceptable in society for you to pursue something, but it does help. And people are opening up about their journeys too. What have you seen as the benefits?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm closer to God. That might sound kind of ridiculous, but taking time to really focus on myself. You know, there's so many aspects to being healthy, and I think being spiritual and following your spiritual whatever it may be is good for your health.
Yeah.
And I feel more connected than I ever am to my true self and to God.
And you also are a mom. Mm-hmm. Have you found that helpful in kind of these boundaries with your kids?
I want to show my kids healthy love, healthy relationships, and it's my job to be an example. Kids don't listen to what you say, they follow what you do. So until I think I'm at the point, I just know that I need to step away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regroup.
I'm curious, how was it received when you were dating? Ella, you said that you were dating during this time.
So for me, I was pretty, I didn't disclose that with the people I've dated. I reserved it for myself. So, but, you know, the time I was celibate, actually that journey made me ask questions and kind of see people's intentions, right? And honestly, given that time for myself and not being intimate and not engaging into kissing, having sex, and stuff like that, actually, like, it opened up people. It opened up my eyes and like made me realize what are the intentions of people.
Yes.
So yeah.
I mean, and it let you focus on yourselves, which we're going to talk about. You guys are going to stick around, and we're going to be joined by sex educator Emily Morse to guide other women who may be considering this right after this. So fun. Let's go. We're back now talking about a growing number of women who have chosen to pursue a path of celibacy. Before the break, you met three of them, Mandana Zargami, I hope I said that right, Loren Charles, and Ella Freeman.
Yeah.
Mandana.
You got it.
I got it. Okay, and joining the conversation?
Yes, sex educator and author of Smart Sex, Emily Morse. She's also the host of the very popular podcast called Sex with Emily. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
Okay, so to have your perspective,
Yes.
you've just listened to these three incredibly independent women talk about their stories. What do you think it's important for people to know who are thinking about becoming celibate?
I think that it's important to do it for the right reasons. You don't want to be peer pressured into it, or it's the cool new trend and I'm just going to say that I'm celibate, but really I'm going to date. I think anytime we want to make a major change in our life, we really have to restructure our entire lives to kind of fit into that place. So I think have an accountability partner, have a friend, someone that you talk about, have a community. I mean, I think that just because you're going celibate, it's still important to have a community because we still want connection. And so I'm actually building I have an online community that people can come on and talk about their sex lives or their lack of sex lives and what they're working on right now to become a better version of themselves. And, we take away all that noise from dating, and, dating's broken for a lot of people.
Well,
so
how do you think people opening up about celibacy is changing the sex culture for the younger generations? Because I think growing up, as early as high school, sex can sometimes be associated with negative emotions too, like embarrassment or shame.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, I think that, for so long, I think that women have had this compulsory need to date and to have sex. That's just like, well, can't be single. We got to keep going on this, dating treadmill. And so now to say, you know what, I'm going to take a beat and I'm going to take some time. I mean, I think it's great if the younger generations, this is such a better choice to be intentional about the sex we're having or the dates we're going on, rather than, I need to always be dating, always be out there. I love that. It's like that you guys are actually thinking about it and making choices that work for you.
And let's hear from you guys too. I mean, how do you feel? What has changed since this has happened for you?
Yeah, so I always say that people want intimacy without love, and you cannot have one without the other. And unfortunately, in this generation, it's really hard to find people that actually want to genuinely get to know you instead of want to experience you. Yeah. And I think that's a major reason why I decided to go celibate for myself, was to not only focus on me, set boundaries, be good to myself.
Yeah. And your business has grown.
Exactly. And learn to foster healthier relationships, not only with men, but also with my girlfriends too. Yeah. That's the foundation for building healthier relationships with other people, and then also building your business.
Loren, what about for you? What have you found to be beneficial in all this?
Well, the dating culture is just so bad in our country right now, and it's really unfortunate.
Because of the swiping? The
swiping and social media, it's become an addiction.
Yeah.
It's an addiction for men and women, probably in different ways. But, women, everyone loves validation. Yeah. And you get kind of addicted to validation. But if you don't have validation from yourself, or if you're relying on other people constantly to give you validation, it's not true care for yourself. When that person gets ripped away, your whole world crumbles because you put so much of your belief in what they tell you are.
Well, it seems like the basis of this choice, which I love the word choice, because it's all about just doing what you want to do authentically. But, it's also about choosing to find yourself. And I think that this has been it seems like the path to finding yourself for you all.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. That's actually my case, because I did it obviously because I didn't want to get pregnant. Being so young. Went with my freshman year in college, and so I did it mainly because that. Yeah. But also finding myself, getting control over myself. Yes. And the amazing things that I found and I learned, through my celibacy journey, it's obviously self-discipline. Yeah. Self-control.
and above everything, self-love.
Yes.
Because I'm no longer giving myself away to people that don't deserve me.
Yes.
So instead, I'm keeping, you know, all the energy, beautiful, feminine, divine energy to myself.
Oh, I love
and
that.
And Emily, how important is self-love in sex trade?
Oh my God, it's so important. I mean, self-love is really part of the entire game. If we really have to learn, and some people will say, oh, I don't know if I love myself, even like yourself, self-acceptance, working on becoming more fuller, having full lives, doing things that we love, that also builds confidence.
Well, and that's what all of these women are doing.
You are all doing the work. You're not just saying, like, I'm not doing it, but I'm going to, you know, sit in front of the TV. Like, you've all made really major, nothing wrong with the TV. We love the TV. You know what I mean? You all really made some changes in your life, and you can see just in a short amount of time, you've been doing it for a few years. I think it's incredible, and really self-love. This is sort of the opposite of that. We are looking for validation, and we're dating, and we're out there, and we're like, I got to get something, I got to have a partner to feel whole. Then we get to say, you know what? There's none of that. I'm going to take it inward. I'm going to, you know, fill up my own cup.
Yeah, well, that's so great. Thank you, ladies, for being here so bravely and sharing your stories. Keep it up. You're incredible.
We like to say we're the choosers, and thank you for sharing your choice today.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.